welcome back to Choice Bits of Bliss. I have a different kind of video for you today. What we're going to talk about is, what does low spend look like in my life? So I started the Crafty Low or No Spend group because we all have different goals. We all have different life situations that compel us to either cut back our spending or to completely stop hobby spending. And I am not in the completely stop hobby spending space right now. I'm just not. And I don't know that I can ever be a complete zero spend. I feel like that is too restrictive for me. I admire people who are able to do it. It makes me feel panicky when I start thinking about it. Totally no spending. I have done a month at a time of no spending. And honestly, when I do that, I don't cut out my kit subscription. So I'm still getting something coming in. My Let's try this in English. My kit subscription costs me $42 a month. I'm going to go backwards and we're going to talk about 2020, 2021, and then coming into this year. 2020, there was no wagon to fall off of. I had gone so far away from the caravan that there's no way to even know that there were wagons ever. I lost my compass. So I was so bad about purchasing crafty supplies as a coping mechanism. That's not good. In my world, it's not good. If you don't have a place to put that stuff, it's not good. And I quickly ran out of a place to put things. I was able to kind of lie to myself for a while, especially while I was in Alabama, because I had hidey holes. I had, a cabinet that I could close the doors on and I couldn't see it. I didn't have to deal with it. I didn't have to think about it once I purchased it. And I fall into a couple of different categories as far as organizing. If it's hidden from view, it's like it never existed. So I need to be able to see things. And when I receive stuff, when I get new product in my space, I want to put it away where it belongs so that my work area is kept neat. Now, when I'm in the throes of really creating and crafting and making, it's not neat at that point in time, but I generally like, once I'm finished, I clean up my table and clean up around where I'm working. I put things and collections back in their bags. I put them where they're supposed to go, and then I can walk away. Well, putting stuff away worked against me, because once I put it away, it goes back to that mentality of, I can't see it, so it didn't exist. So I would buy more to get the high of purchasing, and I would get the high of receiving it. I'd be so excited to talk about it, look through it, but then I would also feel that compulsion to put it up. We've got to be neat and tidy and put it up. And I didn't ever come up with a workable solution for myself to keep new product out so that I could maintain that excitement. I never did have that. So in 2020, this cycle just kept repeating itself. And, you know, we're in the beginnings of the pandemic, and we had that worry and stress globally. It wasn't just in my household. It wasn't just in my state. It wasn't just in my country. It was everywhere. And everybody was worried about it. Nobody was traveling. We couldn't go anywhere. So I had this extra money because I didn't even have to commute to work. I was at home. I'm sorry. I just knocked my hand on my basket over here. Anyway, so I would have these moments of, man, I shouldn't do this. But I could quickly get rid of it by shopping. So this just kept going and going and going. And then by September, when my husband was finally able to get back across the border, we were going over our budget, and I had not busted the budget in that I had overspent money, period. But when we were categorizing where the money would go, he averaged out what I was spending per month on scrapbooking and was going to create a budgeted category for that amount. It was the first time I had come face to face with what I was doing, with what I had been doing. And I was blown away. I was completely flabbergasted, and just, it was humbling. It was eye-opening, shocking, whatever adjectives you want to put in there, it would probably apply. So he didn't want me to go on a budget. He didn't want to tell me, you can only spend this much on crafting, because he knows how it makes me happy, and he wanted me to continue to be fully involved. So we set the budget, and that moved us on into 2021. And because I had cut the number in half, I thought it would be restrictive enough. It wasn't. So much product was still coming in. And I had this budget that really wasn't that restrictive. Outside of the budget, I was still taking classes and having product come in. Outside of the classes and my budget, I still had my subscriptions that were coming in. And back then, I was still subscribed to Club EP from Echo Park. So that was 2 subscriptions. And occasionally, I indulge in a hip kit. I am not a full-time subscriber, but occasionally I will get a Not Just for Boys kit, or I'll get a hip kit. But that was, that's outside of the budget. Well, at the end of, when we did a pulse check at the end of 2021, coming into 2022, I knew for a fact things had to change, really, really change. And I reduced my budget again. And now my budget is all inclusive. So my classes are in my budget. My kits are in my budget. My necessities are in my budget. That brings us to today. I want to show you today what I have received January, February, March, so that you can see for yourself a real live, how do I want to say this? A more practical application of what does cutting back look like. So in January, I did a pre-order of Simple Stories, Simple Vintage Indigo Garden. The second that I saw this collection, I knew it needed to be mine. Now, my rationalization was, since I'm just buying this in January, I decided I would get pretty much all of it. I have washi, I have enamel dots, I have chipboard, I have I didn't get the puffies. I have the foam stickers. I do have a sticker book. I have the 6x8. And I have layered stickers. I have floral ephemera. And I have their normal ephemera. I did not get the journaling bits. So I felt totally justified in that. And I don't have any regrets. But that was the only thing I allowed myself to get in January. Because it was a good bit. It was a lot. That took up, that and my January Flavors of the Month kits from the scrap room took up about half of my budget. And I didn't get anything else because I don't really need anything else. I was able to tell myself no because I knew this would be coming in. And I thought it would come in February. It didn't. I literally just got this. Today is March the 12th. And I received this 2 days ago. So March the 10th. And if you want me to show you all of the product I have, I will do that at the end. That way you can listen to what I have to say without looking through all of the product. Now, I'm not showing you all of this as a haul. I'm showing you a real live view of what cutting back looks like for me. I know that's kind of repetitive, but I just want to make clear what the purpose is. In February, so I had purchased in January, didn't actually get anything other than my kits, and then in February was hard work-wise. I worked a lot of hours in February, and I decided to purchase this is from Peachy Cheap. So it is a simple vintage farmhouse garden. I got washi, 6x8, layered stickers, page pieces, and a sticker book. It was a good buy. I think it was $16.99, I believe. So this was just over $20 with the shipping. So this is February. Then I purchased, I'm getting a little sidetracked because I'm forgetting what the order that I got things. And there was an evening that I told after work, I told my husband, I've just got to have a little bit of retail therapy. And he's like, go for it. So after work, I went to Hobby Lobby. They have new paper pads. I got this one. It's called Floral Collage. It is dreamy. I will brag on this because even though the price was $21.99, I paid half price. It's 60 sheets. So there's more in their paper pads now. This is a good quality paper. This is a good quality cardstock. It's thick. It is single-sided, but that's okay. This is a good quality cardstock. They have stepped up their game a bit, and I'm proud. I am a proud owner. Look at how pretty that is. I'm a proud owner of this. And once again, at the end, if you want to see a flip through of this paper pad, I'll be happy to do that for you. So that was February. I got my page kits, subscription. I also got the Simple Stories warehouse box. And that brought me up to, let's see, I think it's still less than $100. No, because I got those other two things with my Simple Stories. It was just over $100. And that's okay. I'm still well within my budget. March, I went shopping for Flair for embellishments. This is Terry Rice's Etsy shop. I got flags, banners, some Flair die cut pieces, more little flags, and these beautiful arrows. Oh my gosh, they are so pretty. She does such gorgeous, intricate work. But because we had done Ginger's Corner is her channel, I'm sorry. We had done her 500 subscriber hop, and she had blessed us with these small shop items to play with. I wanted to shop a small shop. And the next small purchase that I've made in March was I got 2 paper packs of the brand new Felicity Jane collection called Margot. I just wanted the paper. I love, love, love this color scheme. I love the designs, and I just felt like, now the paper packs if you just get the paper, is $8.95. You do have to pay for the shipping, but because it was just paper, they shipped it first class. It's nowhere near as expensive as sending it priority. And of course, in March, I've already received my Flavors of the Month kit. When I get my Flavors of the Month, I also have the paper add-on. So I get 5 pieces of paper per collection, plus the embellishments, plus the cardstock. Now, I'm going to lay this down and let you look. March. 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 This is 42, $8.95. This was right at 20. This is February. February. Plus the Simple Stories warehouse box. And this is January. This is 3 months of product, and it's a good bit. It all came in, except for the Peachy Cheap and this. It all came in kind of like all at one time, all last week. And so that's what inspired me to go ahead and do the video. I used to get this much product in a shopping trip. In one shopping trip. This is 3 months of product. That's what it looks like. And that's what it means for me to truly cut back what's coming into my inventory, to be more selective about what's coming into my inventory. This is my story. I can't, tell you how it has to be for you. But I had to put up restrictive parameters so that I would stay motivated and on task. Having this YouTube channel also helps me. You help me stay accountable, and I appreciate that. I do have one other purchase here in March. Excuse me. I had to buy a necessity. Now, I use a Creative Memories trimmer. I've had it since 2018, and I love it. I love this trimmer. But I have used this one to pieces, and I needed a new cutting mat for my trimmer. Because you can turn these 4 ways. and it has them numbered, how you can do your tracks. So I have used this one up. I needed a new mat, and I need new blades. It was not a big spend. I don't know why that's being difficult to go in. Probably because I've cut it to pieces. There we go. But anyway, so there's my trimmer. I've got blades and a mat coming. That's coming out of my budget, even though it's a necessity. That's my March spend. I'm okay. I am truly okay. I did sign up for the Crop and Create delivered for next month. I paid for it last year, so that doesn't come out of my budget this year. I'm already thinking ahead. If I do the Crop and Create delivered in the fall, I have to plan it way, way in advance so that that purchase doesn't negatively impact my budget for the whole year. I know that come fall, I am going to want to buy, I'm going to want to do probably another collection the way that I did the Simple Stories, Simple Vintage Indigo, because I love fall. And I always find a fall collection that I just can't live without. That's reality. If I am planning ahead, I'll be okay. Here's something good to report. In the process of me being more restrictive and using my product, I'm beginning to find wiggle room in some of my shelves. For me, that is such a positive indicator of that this is real change that is lasting. I am probably 90% finished with purging. I have my spring and my summer collections. I still haven't gone through that shelf. Once I finish that one, I'm looking around as I'm talking. I can't think of any other categories that I want to go through and purge right away, or that I feel the need to purge. So I feel like I'm about 90% finished with purging. What I have here, I want to keep it and I want to use it and I want to play with it. So I'm beginning to see space. And I want to be able to consolidate. My dream is that all of my paper is behind me. And then not all over this room. So that's what I'm working toward. I would like to, the one that's across from me, eventually, I want my albums to go in that Cilla-Choice unit. So that is my goal. That's what I'm working toward. It's going to take me a while to get there, but that's okay. It's okay. I am going to pause. I'm going to take a drink. And when I come back, I will do a flip through of what I've received. Okay, I'm back. And I want to show you first the 12 by 12 collection kit from Simple Vintage Indigo Garden. It is so pretty. So pretty. I love the navy and pink. Love it. I think it's so pretty. Look at those butterflies. This is a collection that at the end of a long, hard day, I could come up here and pull this paper out and just admire it and just feel my day melt away. Whatever stress, just let it go. And just look at the pretty paper. Get lost in the details of the beautiful little flowers. This was designed by Katie Petit. I love her ability to collage and layer elements without it looking so clunky and in your face. Everything blends together so beautifully. Like this in the background, there is almost like the latitude and longitude lines on a globe laid out. And then you have the black and white stamped images and text, and then you have the bolder colors of the florals and the butterflies. It's so pretty, and it just all works together. She's amazing. She's an amazing graphic designer. I love her work. That is so pretty. So, so pretty. You know, I love a sweet gingham. It's just a gorgeous collection. And it has such a variety of color. You're not just stuck with the navy and the pinks. You have the greens and yellows, the creams, and these lilacs. It's so pretty. I love it. I love this grungy doily with thread kind of woven around the edges. That is just amazing. Beautiful. I love the collage. Gorgeous Swiss dot on this watercolory green background. Another lovely gingham. This has a lot of butterflies, and I'm totally okay with that. I'm not allergic to butterflies at all. I love that Simple Stories is changing up the cut-apart game. These are not uniform. They're different sizes. I love that. Love it. These are uniform. They're 3x4s. So pretty. I love the petite florals. These are 4x4s, cut-aparts. That is so pretty. 4x6s that you can use vertical or horizontal. Love it. And then it comes with, of course, their customary page of stickers. I also got their chipboard. Now, their chipboard is not as thick as what I'm trying to think. What's a good thick chipboard? Maggie Holmes typically has a good thick chipboard, and this is not thick. It's a thinner chipboard, and I'm okay with it. It doesn't bother me in the least. Beautiful designs. Something that I love, love, love that Simple Stories has, and that's the foam stickers. This is their answer to Thickers. I love theirs because it has titles, it has the images, you get that dimension. It's just, I love them. I got their enamel dots, and I got a sticker book. Let's flip through that real quick. There's the alphabet. Oh, these little phrases on navy, gorgeous. Some flora, fauna. Maybe not fauna. Just regular stickers. Now, their stickers are not thick. Labels. Beautiful little decorative labels. These are like these little layered washi tape tabs. There's little title borders, circles with words in them. Love, love, love this typewriter font, and another alphabet. I got the brads. I got the layered stickers. I don't typically buy layered stickers, so I was really kind of I surprised myself with that one. I got the 6x8. It is not identical to, and it's falling apart. It's okay. We're just going to keep moving. It has patterns that are not in the collection, so I like that variation. And it has those title pages. So if you're doing a small album or a gift for someone, those little title pages really come in handy. And then it's going to start repeating. I got these chipboard pieces. They're called large 12 large chipboard pieces. They're layered already. Love those. This is something that I think is new. If I'm wrong about that, I apologize. But Simple Stories has begun doing the floral bits. And I love that. I think that's genius. So I will start looking for the floral bits before getting, if I'm going to spend, you know, $4.99, I would rather have the floral bits than the bits and pieces. Those are so pretty. This is the washi. Love them. And I got these chipboard frames. That's what they look like. So I feel like I got almost everything in that collection. This is something that I use over and over and over again. I bought 4 mil 13 by 13 bags off of Amazon. Their 4 mil is thick. It'll take a beating. These do not tear easily. I have torn a couple, and it was simply because I just overloaded them. It was not a manufacturer defect. It was me. I try to cram too much in. But like just putting this entire collection in here so that it's all together and I can play with it, it holds it just fine. Not a stress at all. And I can reuse this bag. In fact, I reuse these bags all the time. The order I got had 100 bags in it. I'll have these forever. I will have them forever. I don't know what that's catching on. Okay, there we go. Now it's all in there. The next thing that I said I was going to flip through for you is this. So we're going to do it sideways. This is a lovely, lovely paper pad. I am so proud to have it. When I was trying to, I was so tired and I needed a mental break. And when I had gone to Hobby Lobby and I was sitting there, you know, just looking at their paper, they have, I want to say 3, 4 new paper pads. This one was absolutely my favorite. I love it. It has, I think there's 3 of each design. This paper has my heart. It is so pretty. So we won't look at all 3 of them. But this is cute as it can be. Look at that. Look at it. So pretty. Love this. I love the tone. Oh my gosh. I think that is gorgeous. Look at it. Pretty. I'm very happy with this. I know you've heard me say that a couple of times now. So it just kind of repeats on the theme. But it has this just perfect shade of lilac. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. love this. It has good variety of background pages and complimentary pages. I love just, it's such a good paper pad. There's some orange. Here's the paisley. I'm really resisting the thought of, oh, I need to go get another one just in case. I don't need another. I just need to enjoy this one to the fullest and let it be what it is. A great paper pad that I'm going to enjoy using for a while. Love that. I don't think there was anything else that I was going to flip through. Thank you so much for listening to me rattle on. I wanted to give you a kind of a practical application of what I'm doing to honor the crafty low or no spend spirit. What we're doing in that group, how we're supporting one another. So if someone were to come to me and say, can you tell me how you do it? I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm not guessing. I'm not wishing. I'm not hoping. I'm taking some very practical steps. And this is a fluid process. I'm constantly changing and altering, changing course as I need to get to the goal that I want to get to. Thank you for listening to me. This may sound a little preachy. That's not the intention. I just wanted to share where I'm headed, what I'm doing. I hope this helps you or helps some. Let's talk again real soon.